day out today. So I just thought I'll just get on here because I just did a video about the day being rainy and the dollhouses, the background you'll hear rain and it will be actual rain. And I just think the dollhouses are so cozy when it's raining out because to me, dollhouses are a comfort anyways. And just the rain just makes them extra cozy, especially my storybook cottage dollhouse I have over there that my mom is in, who is Mother Goose. And so, anyways, I do have a video coming up about that. But I wanted to talk about miniatures and their brands and also shops that I love. Now, I did do a video on the shops already, but I just thought it'd be fun to talk about the brands too. And I did a little bit on that with the other video. However, I wanted to show you some examples. So Best Pack is one of my favorite brands. And I always get this wrong, but it's BESPAQ, I think. And it's called Best Pack though. And it seems so weird, it's Q at the end. You always want to put a U there. I don't know. It's different. But I wanted to show you some Best Pack items I have. And in the Witch's Gypsy House, which I call this one, which is the Beacon Hills Kit Home, I have a lot of Best Pack in here I wanted to show you. And this is the gypsy, of course, and that's why there's two witches and a gypsy. So there's one witch, and then there's the other. And all these dolls were made by Lorelei Blue, who is Lorelei Anderson, based out of Las Vegas. And she does a lot of my dolls, and they're custom and all made by hand. And she is really good artisan, of course, and also really good person. So I've I've bought some furniture from her too. I'm going to show you, I know I'm off track here with the Best Pack, but I do want to show you, there's a signature here with her name, Lorelei Blue. And for instance, I'll show you this clock she made. And this clock is all hand painted by Lorelei. I mean, she really does a nice job. It doesn't look amateurish at all. And I thought this is perfect for the Victorian house. Well, all my homes are Victorian, but they all have different themes. So at first I had this in the bakery. Well, first I had it in my Newport, or not Newport, New Haven home. And then I just moved it around. But then I thought, you know what, the best place for it is in here because it's black and it's kind of moody. I love the, you know, I'm really big on details. So for instance, the clock face, I love the clock face because it's not just painted on, it looks real. I mean, look at the hands. They are real hands. They're real little pieces of metal. And the actual clock itself face is metal, as you can see when I move it around. And there is a glass in front of it. So, you know, it's very 3D because all those layers, and that's what makes a good piece of furniture. And of course, unless you're lucky, you're going to have to pay for that. Sometimes you can get lucky, you know, for various reasons, like either you inherit something or you do get a good deal on an auction sale, or you just stumble on something, you know, at a resale shop. But for the most part, you pay for it. So anyways, this piece here, I mean, look at all the detail, is, and you know, I don't know if this is a best pack piece. I don't think it is, but I can tell it's a nice piece that she did acquire. I don't think she made this piece herself. I think she bought it and then painted it. But then again, I should ask her because I don't know. Maybe she did create the whole entire piece. I really don't know. However, I do have a perfect place for it in the Witch's Gypsy home, and that is back here. Whoops, be careful. I'll show you here in a second because there's a stairway here. So I have it, you know, right here. So in reality, I kind of think like this with doll houses. If I was a little miniature person or a little doll, you know, I wouldn't want it in front of the door. So I'm real technical about this. Like, I want to make sure they could walk through that door, you know, if there's a piece of item there. And I just feel like it's important to, you know, range your dollhouse like how it would be if it was real life. And one thing I do have to do, there's a torn piece of wallpaper here, and I really should age it so it's more fitting, because I had to tear this because there was something here that was not very attractive when I bought the house, because the house was already built and also wallpapered when I bought it and painted. So I didn't do anything. I just had to buy the house. And I pretty much loved everything, but there was a couple things I had to change. And that is had to tear something off here. So what I want to do is age this and maybe even look like there's wood slats under here. So it looks purposeful more than just, you know, not just like it you know, it was an I mean, not an accident, but it looks tacky not having it look personable. Pers Perfect. Now, what did I just say? Oh my gosh, I'm stumbling on my words. So let me see here. Let me show you some example of best pack pieces that I have. So here's one, and it's the buffet here. And the door's all open, and I just love the hardware on this piece. You see the hardware? And then this was a piece that came with 3 pieces. So I bought this on eBay when I was on eBay. I don't do eBay anymore, but when I used to do it. It wasn't cheap though. It was not a cheap piece. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it is a nice piece. And I think this is called a gateway table. And all the legs move. Now I'm not going to do too much with it because otherwise it could collapse. But these do move out, and you know, the hinges are the same. And I could put the leaves down if I wanted these 2 leaves here. And I have it the dining room table though. And then I have this piece here that also went with the set. That it looks kind of gothic in a way. So I don't know if you can tell, but the lines, and it's kind of like there's a B-board in back of it, and then I have books stacked in here, and all the drawers and everything open. So it's a really nice piece. And then this piece here, some of you might recognize it because it is continuously out there of a best pack piece. But this is what I love about best pack is the details and the carving, I mean. And of course this is a sink. And when I bought this dollhouse, the person that I bought it from that had it, she got it from an auction sale. She had it with the bathroom set, and it's a metal bathroom set. It's not best pack, but I don't even know the name on it. I have seen it before, and it goes for quite a bit. It's all metal, the bathtub and the sink here. And this was given to me, basically, she just a bonus gift for when I bought the piece, and it comes from Germany, so that's pretty cool. But the best pack pieces actually come from the United States, and they still produce them. But they are well done, and they have artisans that do the carvings and the ornateness to them. And this is a best pack too. And the artisans are based out of China, and yeah, maybe they get them for cheaper there too. I don't know. I do know though they are artisans, so they're very skilled. And I have to reach back here to show you another piece I have that is the best pack piece. And you can see the feet on it are very cool because they're the claw foot feet. I'm going to try to get it focused here better for you. And another thing I was going to say, and everyone's different about this, some people just want some miniatures for resale value, their future, maybe they'll be worth something someday. I don't really think like that. But it's kind of like antiques, like regular furniture. Some people don't want anything touched because it's an antique. You shouldn't paint it. You shouldn't do anything to it because of the worth. And it will depreciate. I don't know how much in miniatures that things depreciate. They might. It depends on who's looking. If someone is a collector or if someone is an art dealer, there's different reasons, things are depreciated in value. So, for instance, I think this is a desk pack chair, rocking chair. And my point here is there's artisans that take good quality furniture and they add to it. So this chair was done by I always say it wrong. Um, oh gosh, Tiny Pillows, and she's on Etsy, and her actual name is June, anyways. But she has a shop, and I'll have a link to all these shops in this video too. And she adds to really good quality pieces. So to me, that's not devaluing the piece. If anything, I appreciate that, and I actually like it better that they use good quality base pieces and then they add to it. Just like if this clock, was a best pick, and she added all that to this. Now this piece here, there was no name on it, and the dealer or the person that I got it from on eBay, he didn't know anything, and he only had furniture and items that were not miniature. So this was like his only miniature in his shop. So I just had to go with my own instincts on this. But this piece is definitely vintage. I'm pretty sure of that. And just the way it feels and the materials used. It has a mirror in the back, which I really love. It's a little bit bigger, but it's a 1/12 scale. I mean, it's wide and tall, but it's the right proportions. And someone did hand paint these on there, and they probably antiqued it a little. I mean, even though I think it's a vintage piece, they also added, antiquing finish to it, which looks really nice. And it has a real glass shelf there. It's not plastic. And the B-board, it looks really authentic and real. All the drawers open, which is a really good sign that something's a good piece when the drawers open. And the cubbies even do that, with the pears paint in front of. It has claw feet. So when you're looking for a good piece, you want to see all these details in like the molding, and there's like a crown molding here and the rope molding, and there's little metal racket or not racket pieces here, brackets that are scrolly and metal, not plastic. I'm kind of a stickler when it comes to not wanting plastic on it, hardly anything. I try my best not to have those materials. Like those keys are handmade by an artisan, and they're patinaed, and they look like verdigris on them, the green, aged verdigris with copper. And they are definitely not plastic, they're metal. And then even this key here is metal. And I like natural elements too in pieces or in the doll houses. Like I have natural herbs, natural dried flowers. These broomsticks are with the real sticks, and with the real, that's not plastic, it's all real. And yeah, I think that adds to the quality too of how your miniatures are going to look in the whole entire setting. And that doesn't mean it's going to cost you more either. Sometimes plastic items cost more than, the real authentic materials. So this piece here, gosh, this was sorry. This was a hand made piece too, but I don't know what the actual, I should know. It's a signature on here who did it. I did get these on eBay, but it doesn't have what, the brand would have been unless they really made it all themselves. I mean, they might had. It looks like it's from 1996. But I just love the chairs. They look very 40s. I love that 40s era. I don't know why. I'm always been intrigued by the 1940s and the movies from the 40s. Another way you can get ideas is just watch movies from the 40s and look at the background scenes and the setups, and the movies really help if you're not sure what era to go with, which era draws you the most. The other thing is you can always Google too. If you're confused about a piece, if it goes with the right era, just Google it and see what do 1940s, refrigerators look like, or stoves, or there's a lot of cross between 1940s and 50s. So if you really want to be authentic, you gotta be a little bit careful because it could be a 50s stove instead of a 40s. So I'm trying to see here if I have any other best pack items that I can recall. A lot of these, like this chair, isn't a best pack, but it was also from an artisan because of the cat on it. And I think this is a best pack though, that piece there. Yeah. I think, and this, oh yeah, these chairs. These chairs are best pack. Under one of them it says that. So once you get into miniatures, you'll just look at something and pretty much know that's is what the brand is. And yeah, let me mosey over here and see Mother Goose. There's Mother Goose. Where is she? She's reading in the rainy weather. It's not raining right now though, but it was earlier. This is a best pack piece right there. You're probably telling that sign of what it looks like just from this video, because they definitely have a certain look. I don't think I have any other pieces in here that are though. I think that sink is though. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure the sink is. And JBM is the other one. They're kind of similar. And this piece here is from Storybook Miniatures, and she also uses good quality pieces for her furniture. And yeah, so this is a little video I just want to do today, since the one yesterday didn't turn out so well, or I didn't keep it up because I shut it off pretty fast. Show you the front of the Beacon Hill home, and then of course the storybook home. If you have any questions, I don't know if my comments are working or not. Maybe just ask something if you're here so I can see if they are working. I have this little greenhouse that this person made that I added stone to the side of it. I thought that would give it more texture, and I was painted, or not painted, it was wallpapered in that pink with the polka dots, but I thought it was kind of neat, change it up a little bit with the stonework to go also with the house here. And then what's cute about it is there's a little light here that I can light up the back of it. I think that looks magical and sweet. And let's see here. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll just kind of stay on here and to see. It's a little bit of a test today to see if the comments are working, because I'm so new at these lives. I do not see any comments, so maybe they aren't, or maybe I haven't gotten a comment yet. Oh, hi Molly. Did you have a bad experience on eBay? Well, the experience on eBay wasn't bad. I'll tell you what happened. It's very strange. I have a Thomas Kincaid print that actually was my husband's parents'. It's beautiful. It's all very nicely framed and even has a light on it so you can highlight it. It's a San Francisco theme with the trolley. And I listed it. And a lot of people listed Thomas Kincaid on eBay. So there was a lot of other people, but their frames weren't as nice. And so I thought I'd do a good shot of selling it. And I had it on auction or bidding or whatever they call that. Anyways, I looked at it. This is a best pack too, this little tea tray. It has wheels on it. So I looked at it, and my listing was gone. They shut me down, and they said I violated their rules. I didn't do anything. Like, seriously, I did everything like the other listers did. I just was very extremely just saying about what it was, what year it was made. It was, nothing. And And I had never been able to get back on eBay since then. So I never contacted anyone. I don't even know who you contact. I think this is a JBM piece. It's an Art Nouveau design. I should look. Do you see a label under there? I know there is one, but yeah, that's all that happens. So if I really wanted to get on eBay, I probably could call customer service to find out. But and this sofa here is a JBM piece. But yeah, so that's what happened, and it kind of stinks because I didn't do anything wrong. So I was like, oh, I guess they don't want my money. And I've been like, I'm really attached to my miniature people that I order from now on Etsy, and now the Magpie, who have their own website, that I don't even need eBay anymore, I feel, because I pretty much furnished my dollhouse as much as I want. And here and there, I'll buy stuff, and I'll just buy from those miniature artists. So that's my eBay story. But yeah, nothing really bad happened or anything. It was just, I mean, it was nothing to do with miniatures. So yeah, anyone else have any questions? Seeing if I can find, if you see any JBM or Best Pack. I can't find anything right now. And this is from that Tiny Pillows June. I love this piece. And I don't know, let's see if it doesn't say. Look, it has caning on it even. I love the lines. I love the pillows. She's featured in a magazine. She talks about that. She has a whole article about, you know, her being in this magazine, I think, on her page. She's really good. So, yeah. And I don't know what this is. This might be, ugh, I hate it when there's no labels, so I can't even tell you what that is. So, I mean, I'm not a real brand person. I just like quality. It's good to know quality. I mean, you know certain brands because it's good quality, but I'm not hung up on that. But I do like a good piece. So, yeah, this is a 1940s, totally 1940s setup here that I love. And this came from an estate sale, I think, on Etsy. I used to go to this one site called Mini My Eye. She had sold a lot of things from her own personal collection. Now I've noticed she's been shut down for quite a while. She says she's on a break, but it's been months now, so I'm not sure what that's all about, if she's going to reopen or not. But yeah, well, it's going on 23 minutes. Does anyone have any questions? Let me know. Are these pina colada drinks cute? I wish those were real. If it was a virgin one, a mocktail, I should say, I would totally be drinking one of those today. Looks so good. And she's typing away. Oh my gosh. So anyways, I can go in the other room if you want, but maybe I can find some of those brands in here that I'm looking for. I thought I had more of them than I do, actually. Don't have the lights on in this room or in this house right now, but this one I think is, hello Molly, I recently just discovered your channel. I enjoy it very much. I really appreciate your attention. Oh, you're fading away. See, that's what I understand about these comments. They fade away too fast on me when I'm on the phone. Okay, well, I'll see that comment when, thank you for that comment, by the way. And I will see it when the live's over, but I couldn't catch the whole thing. Okay, so here we go. What is this? Oh my gosh. This says, oh, made in Taiwan. ROC. It looked like a best pack, but I mean, it's a nice piece. I like it, so. And another thing that's popular with, well, a lot of Victorian pieces is this, and I always say this wrong, but it's petit. One of you here knows how to say it totally right. Petit, I don't know. PETIT stitch. And then that's what this bed is. I got that bed from Minnie My Eye, who I just told you about. This is from our personal estate. I absolutely love it. This is either a JBM or it's a best pick. But anyways, this doll might be too, but it was from her. She had a lot of these petit stitching type items. And then even this is, it's not a print, it's an actual petit. P-E-T-I-T. What's really sweet for me is this, not what, I got this from Minnie My Eye too, this here. I love that. But this doily here came from my mom back in 1976 maybe, when I was only like 6. And I kept it all these years, that doily. So that's dear to my heart, of course. Very dear to my heart. And the Minnie My Eye, a lot of the things in here came from Minnie My Eye. This clock, and she was on Etsy, like I said, but she's been closed for months. And this is from a lovely Holly, and she has her own shop, and I didn't even know she was, followed my channel. And one day she reached out and said, or wrote me and said, I'm the one that made you that, or made that, and you bought it from my shop. So I'll put her shop in the descriptions too. She's got all this stitching and all this beadwork and lots of layers of lace. And then I think I got the little baby on eBay, back when I was on eBay. Such a cute face. Really sweet doll. Perfect size for that. And so yeah, I think that's all the, oh, there's a JBM, I think, that coffee table. And the piano came from England. This was actually from an artisan, but another owner, miniaturist person like myself, had it, and he had a couple of them. So he actually sent me this. Obviously, I bought it, but he sent it to me from England because he had an extra one that I really wanted one. He's like, well, I have one. I have an extra one. So I found him on Facebook because we have all these. If I don't know if you guys are on them, but there are a lot of Facebook miniature groups. I'm only on one, I think, and I kind of lost track of it. But I saw someone that had this gorgeous dollhouse with gorgeous things in it, and I wrote in the comments, oh my gosh, I love your piano. I wish I had something like that. And this guy answered me right away from England, and this was not his dollhouse at all. This was someone else's dollhouse, but he saw my comment. So, some of this stuff's trust. I had to trust him, and I don't know why I trusted him. I did, though, and don't always trust, though. I was lucky because I could have sent him the money, and he might not have sent me anything. It was total trust factor. I have found, though, that people that like miniatures are trustworthy for the most part. We're very kind souls, I think. We're very sensitive souls, and I don't know. I think there's something to it. But, yeah. So I think I'm going to go off pretty soon at the 30-minute mark, and it's already 28 minutes. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll just show you a few more pieces. Just watching on YouTube and see you. I just faded. I couldn't see the rest of that. Sorry. I am going to have to ask. I have a friend, Tracy, who's really good at lives. I'm going to ask Tracy how on earth does she do these lives on her phone and seeing the comments. I'm not turning something on. I looked all around to try to find something to turn on, and I couldn't find anything, and it's just ridiculous. But because the most fun part of doing lives is seeing the comments and reading them, and you guys can talk amongst each other too, of course, but you know that. I think this is a best pack, this piece here, and this might be a JBM piece. JBM pieces usually are more streamlined, and best pack is more like carving and more dainty and curvy lines, I guess. I find. So I think this is a best pack, or I'm pretty sure it is. I love this piece. This is a smoking stand, and my grandpa had one, and it just reminds me of that so much growing up. My grandpa's smoking stand. I just loved it. And so, yeah, I do get pieces that remind me of my past and my own life, and I'm sure you all can relate to that. What, calls your name are usually something that brings back a memory from your own past. So, anyways, it's 30 minutes, and I'm glad some of you were able to see my live. I know it was impromptu, and I just wanted to try it again because yesterday's was a fail. So I'm more confident doing this too, because it takes confidence, I think, to learn anything new. And I hope I will see you very soon. I'll read all your comments when I get off here and reply to you. And I hope you can watch my next video because it's a real calming one because it's raining. And thanks so much